And at the same time Biden was rallying Democratic voters in Atlanta, Republican Senator Kelly Loeffler was campaigning in Floyd and Cherokee, two counties she handily won on November 3rd. The goal for her and fellow Republican Senator David Perdue right now, convince Republicans to turn out on January 5th. Historically, Republicans have fared better in Georgia's previous Senate runoffs. And with the balance of the overall Senate on the line here, as we've shared, Republicans are not taking chances. Vice President Mike Pence is making a fourth trip to Georgia since the November election. He will campaign for Senators Loeffler and Perdue on Thursday.
The election